What's going on, guys? Welcome back. I'm Jesse and I am the Undercover Book Nerd. What's going on? Today we're going to do some Harry Potter conspiracy theories. These are pretty good. I like reading these. I mean, everybody who loves Harry Potter has come up with a theory or two. So we're going to go over a couple of them, talk about them, and then get my opinion on the theory. We're going to do the first one is going to be Trelawney senses Voldemort within Harry from the beginning. I think this is in Prisoner of Azkaban. She tries to guess Harry's birthday. She says it's in midwinter. His birthday is in July, which is like the opposite of midwinter, but it's actually Voldemort's birthday is December 31st, so that's midwinter. So it's kind of her sensing that maybe he's a Horcrux, so it's kind of like a foreshadow for the very end of the series when you find out that Voldemort is inside Harry. I really like that we get this little tidbit. I don't know if... I'm sure this is what J.K. Rowling was going for because she loves to foreshadow her endings to her books. So, and I really like that Trelawney's not just some crazy, lady who teaches divination. It's just rewarding to see that she gets stuff right, especially with the prophecy. So I like that one. The next one's gonna be about... J.K. Rowling is actually Rita Skeeter. Okay, this one's a good one. I came over this one yesterday, and I thought this one was pretty good. Okay, this theory says that J.K. Rowling is actually Rita Skeeter as a Muggle misname, and it says that Rita Skeeter is so sick of the magic, the Ministry of Magic, so she goes off and she writes the whole Harry Potter series as actual events and comes into so much money that she enjoys being a Muggle and just goes off and lives as J.K. Rowling. I really like this one. I don't, obviously it's not true, but what a good theory that is. J.K. Rowling could actually be Rita Skeeter. I like that one a lot. If you haven't read that one, I'll leave a link to this page. There's a couple more theories on here. They're a little bit lame, but some of them are pretty good. The second to last one we're going to talk about is Crookshanks was originally Lily and James Potter's cat. I like this one a lot. Okay. Okay, so we remember that Hermione adopts Crookshanks at Diagon Alley, so she's obviously from a magic family. And we find out that in Deathly Hallows that Lily and James had a cat before they died. And this explains why Crookshanks in Prisoner of Azkaban recognizes Sirius Black and helps Sirius Black. I like that so much more than the explanation that we get that Sirius is just in tune with animals, and that's how he gets in touch with Crookshanks. So I really like this explanation a lot better. That Hermione's cat could actually be James and Lily's cat. That's a good one. All right, the last one we're gonna do. The last one we're gonna do is this is a big one. I think people have heard this one before, but I have a slight twist on it. That Voldemort, Snape, Harry Potter are the three Peverell brothers in Dumbledore's death. This theory says that the first brother is Voldemort. He lusts for power, and death gives him the all-powerful Elder Wand, which we're going to talk about Dumbledore at the end, actually. The second brother wants someone to be loved, return from death. That's Snape. And the third brother just wants to escape death and was given a magical cloak. Harry. That fits really good. The way I like to see it is that instead of Harry, it's James. Just because I feel like that fits the story better, the Peverell brothers story, because James hands off the cloak to Harry. So that's why I like that one. I'd rather substitute James for Harry, but I know Harry's name's on the fucking book, and we gotta put him in there. But I just prefer it to be Voldemort, Snape, and James. I feel like those three go together better than Voldemort, Snape, and Harry. Dumbledore's death, I really like that one, especially since we see him in the when Harry dies at the end of book 7. We see him at King's Cross, that really gives you the sense that he is death, and that, yeah, this is a side theory, okay? The extra bonus theory. This one's not on the link that I have below, but I read this one a couple of days ago. This one says that Harry, the thought is that Harry goes back after he dies, and maybe he didn't die all the way, but to destroy the Horcrux, he has to die. The container of the Horcrux has to be destroyed. So the way he goes back in this theory is that Dumbledore is death, and death grants him life again and goes, hey, we're not going to take you. Why don't you board this train and go back? So I like that the theory is that Dumbledore is actually death, and that Harry Potter did die, and that he didn't have, just because he sacrificed himself doesn't mean that he gets to come back, but it's actually Dumbledore as death letting him go back. I like that one a lot. That's pretty good. We're gonna do one more. There's a lot of good theories on here. You should read them. I'll leave a link in the description. This one says that Ron predicts the entire plot of Goblet of Fire while doing his divination homework. This one says this is what Ron says in Goblet of Fire. First, that he'll be in danger of burns, the first trial of becoming a dragon. Next, that he'll lose a treasured possession. He loses Ron. Ron says he'll drown. He's submerged in the black lake. And then Harry will get stabbed in the back by someone he thought was a friend, and that is Mad-Eye Moody. And finally, he'll come off with burst in a fight. Clearly, he dueled with Lord Voldemort. So that's kind of like in Shaun of the Dead, when Simon Pegg and the other guy in that movie are talking, and he's talking about all the alcoholic drinks, and it's actually the events of the next day. That's what that reminds me of, so I really like that one. I can do scores of these, man. I was looking around on Reddit and stuff. There's all kinds of these. If you want to hear some more, or maybe some Lord of the Rings theories, or Hunger Games theories. I saw a good Hunger Games one where Katniss comes from District 2. I really thought that one was pretty good. So if you want to see some of that, let me know. Leave a comment down below. Like the video if you want to. You don't have to if you don't want to. Share the video, because this book nerds got to stick together, man. And I'll catch you guys on the flip side. Later.